I'm hearing you say something that leads in, that's attached to this other topic. There's actually a term for it. I can't remember what the term is, but there's actually a modern term for what happens to the frontal lobe. I think it's a form of dementia, they call it. I think it's social media dementia or something, but I'm sure it can apply to AI as well. There's all sorts of studies out there that show, although AI is, and this is a risk as well, it might not be one of these classical cyber or security risks, but it's a risk for humanity and also, I think, for the quality of your employees. I think that one of the advantages of, you mentioned beforehand, if you're a little bit older, it's sometimes a challenge to embrace new technologies. But I think one of the advantages for those who are older and are still have the willingness and the youthful mindset to learn something new is that it's a lot easier for us to identify slop. Or say that's a nice attempt but no cigar. So if anybody's wondering what the heck happened, Max is back with a vest. It's hot as heck outside, but we're in an old ranch house, farmhouse, so it's cold in here. So we left off with my basic question yes, AI is an augmentation of intelligence, but is there a danger for upcoming generations? You know, it used to be that we learned through trial and error, and that prolonged experience created an in-depth understanding, a cognitive process, and now young people, nothing against young people, can just ask the question and they get the answer, but they don't have the wealth of experience to know, is this the right answer? And to personally absorb it and cognitively question it. Yeah. Do you think that's a danger?
So the danger of ending up with lazy minds. Yeah. I think that A, yes, this is a danger. B, not in the way that we usually think. Mm-hmm. It's a danger, and by the way, it's not a danger only for young minds. It's a danger also for older minds, right? It's very easy to give up learning to think, right, or give up thinking. So yes, it is a danger. And I am not sure, maybe the research that you were referring to earlier has measured this, but I think it's actually measurable.
Yeah.
So it's not a maybe thing that maybe this will happen, it's already happening. Now, yes, this is an issue, of course it's an issue, but I think it's an issue when we talk about this, we often say, this is going to become a problem because young people never learn to think, never learn to take decisions, will not be able to distinguish between good and bad or between a well done work, properly done work and another one. I think that the way in which we work is going to change. Okay. And therefore what it means to put effort into the work is going to change. Mm-hmm. So it's not that now we are in a transition phase in which we already have some results, and those results are quickly obtainable, at least in form, at a high level through AI. And so you're down here, instead of going all the way up yourself, you just jump up to the top. But as we learn to apply AI into our processes, the processes themselves are going to change. And so the expectation within these processes is going to change. Therefore, it's not going to be enough anymore that you got there. You're going to be doing this cycle iteratively in order to bring it to where you actually want it. And that's where the learning process is going to happen. So maybe I'm more optimistic than many others, but what I feel is that we are in a transition phase, and what looks like an easy environment in which we can just rest and forget about learning to think is actually just because with a more powerful tool, we're trying to get to the same place. Instead, when with this more powerful tool, we want to get to where that tool is actually supposed to bring us, at that point, we will need to put work into it. Okay.
You're jumping ahead, which I love. It shows that you're a quick thinker. I'd like to get some other thoughts on the future.